Speak version equals 1.0 XMLNS equals http://www.w3.org/2001/10/synthesis. XMLNS. MSDTS equals https://www.w3.org/2001/MSDTS Lang equals NUS. Voice name equals NUS Neural. MSDTS. Express as style equals SAD. Style degree equals 1.8. Prosody rate equals -18%. Pitch equals -10%. I am 90 years old. I'm about to reveal a secret that I've kept hidden for most of my life. A secret that nearly destroyed me. But before I share it with you, I need to take a deep breath. I've been carrying this burden for so long, and it's still hard to admit it to myself. Growing up in small-town Ohio in 1940, my family struggled to make ends meet. My parents worked tirelessly to put food on the table, and I was expected to contribute to the household by helping with chores and looking after my younger siblings. I was a good kid, but I had big dreams. I wanted to leave this place behind and explore the world. I was especially fascinated with the idea of marriage and starting a family of my own. I envisioned a big white house with a picket fence, 2 kids running around the backyard, and a loving husband by my side. I was convinced that this was the key to happiness. But, oh dear, I was completely wrong. As I entered my early 20s, I fell in love with a boy named Jimmy. We married young and had 2 beautiful children, but it wasn't the fairy tale I had imagined. Jimmy turned out to be a gambler, and our home life became a nightmare. I thought he was the love of my life, but in reality, he was a liar and a cheater. They lied to us, telling us that marriage was forever and that true love would make all our problems disappear. I stayed in the marriage for decades, trying to make it work for the sake of the children. I thought I was being a good mother and a devoted wife. But I was miserable. The regret of wasting so many years of my life on a man who didn't love me back started to eat away at me. I felt trapped, and I didn't know how to escape. Nobody told me this, that marriage doesn't have to be forever, and that it's okay to leave if it's not working. They lied to us, telling us that divorce was a last resort, a sign of failure. But I'm here to tell you that it's a sign of strength, of courage, of self-love. Looking back, I realized that I was so caught up in the idea of being a good wife and mother that I lost sight of my own happiness. I didn't know how to prioritize myself, my own needs and desires. I was like a leaf blowing in the wind, going wherever the currents took me. But as I grew older and wiser, I started to see the world in a different light. I realized that life is precious and short, and that we should cherish every moment. I started taking art classes, something I had always been interested in but never had the time for. I discovered a new passion for painting, and it brought me a sense of joy and fulfillment that I had never experienced before. I also learned to forgive myself and Jimmy for the pain we caused each other. Forgiveness, I know, is a process, but it's a necessary one if we want to heal and move forward. I forgave not just Jimmy, but also society for lying to me about marriage and love. I forgave myself for staying in a toxic relationship for so long. As I sit here at 90 years old, I'm filled with a sense of gratitude and regret. I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned, for the wisdom that comes with age, and for the love and support of my friends and family. But I'm also regretful for the years I wasted on a failed marriage and for not prioritizing my own happiness. If I had to give one piece of advice to my younger self, it would be to trust my instincts and listen to my own voice. Don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. Don't let society dictate your path. You are the captain of your own ship, and it's up to you to chart your course. I'm not saying it's easy. Life is messy, and it's full of ups and downs. But what I am saying is that it's worth it. Every moment, every experience, every heartbreak is worth it. Because in the end, it's not the years that matter but the life you live in those years. As I look back on my life, I see a woman who was once lost but is now found. I see a woman who was once hurt but is now healed. I see a woman who was once broken but is now whole. If this reached your heart, please subscribe. I still have things to say. I still have stories to share. And I still have wisdom to impart. Thank you for listening to my story. /prosody, /MSDTS, express as, /voice, /speak.